Welcome back to the BS Show. That's Brandon.
And Steve, who's about to die, running up the stairs 3 or 4 times because, let's see, forgot the SD card. Camera was dead, so I had to go with USB-C in. Jesus.
Yeah, I could have helped, but I just sat here.
You found out interesting things, though, so that's good. So welcome back, and like and subscribe if you like this content. We've got a little different format than usual, but it's mainly just like the backgrounds. We're still talking about fun stuff, and it's still based on comics and nerdy stuff, so that's good. But we were talking last time, and Brandon said, I got an idea. And the idea is, can we get our viewers to participate? Can we like showcase them, right? And explain what you were talking about.
Well, I was thinking that maybe each week we could take a random follower and maybe give them a little introduction, a little deep dive on them. Let them tell us what they want to tell us about themselves and get a little spotlight on them.
I think that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah. So if you want to be a part of the show, big or little, email me at info@action-nerd.com. info@action-nerd.com.
Put that link in the description.
Yeah, we'll have that up here somewhere too. But yeah, contact us. You know, we can, if you're local here in Middle Tennessee, happy to come out and do a little segment with you, show off your collection, right? Yeah, something like that, or some of your passions.
Send us a video of them.
Yeah, send us a video. We can put something in. You know, just, I don't know, make it a TikTok thing or make it longer. Who cares? We'd love to showcase what you're all doing. And so I think that's a great idea. So again, info@action-nerd.com. And again, it'll be on the screen. So just write me and we'll get a hold of you and see if we can't get something going. And you'll get a free hoodie. You hear that? A free hoodie, the Action Nerd hoodies. I've got in size large.
And that's what you're going to get. 3X. So if you need a blanket.
So you can cut it for a quilt, whatever you need to do. So we've got some of those as well. But let's talk comics.
Let's do it.
Now your stack is getting smaller.
Yeah, I was real busy this week.
Me too, but I read.
My backlog is still huge.
Well, let me go first, and we'll go into some of the stuff I read.
Okay.
Geiger, number 13. Now, you know I've liked Geiger since the start of this. This is essentially volume 2. Geiger 13 is, you know, he's met this Ms. Arden, who is very similar to him. She's got the glowing powders of radioactivity. She promises to help him. Now, you got to think there's a little something sinister there. So, sure enough, these people come, and she's going to show, hey, let's attack. We're going to have to attack, and something happens. The hidden truth emerges. And it's not what it seems. Listen, this is a great, great read. There hasn't been a bad book in this 13-book run so far. The art is exceptional. The storytelling's great. You really, the character development, we don't talk about that enough because so much of the characters in the comics that are out there are established. Everybody knows Peter Parker and Thor and Hulk, and Geiger's newer, and so you're getting to know him, you're getting to know his sidekicks, and this is one that I highly recommend. Pick up Geiger and start from the beginning. You don't have to start from the volume 1, although it's not a bad one, but they do pull it together on volume 2. So Geiger number 13, highly recommend. The next one was weird. This is a number 1 issue. It's called Buried Long, Long Ago. Essentially, it's about a lady serial killer. It's based on a true story. So she's a murderer, and she's got little kids. And it's just like you would think it would be. It's like one of those crime things. Listen, the art on this one was spectacular. The storytelling's good. Since it's true, you probably find out what happens, but grab this one. It was neat to just start this and see where it's going to go. I did not read up on it because I don't want to spoil it. You already know she's a killer. She kills a bunch of dudes. So that's cool. It's the title and the cover intrigued me. Buried long ago. I tried this one out. I spec'd on it. It's called Hornsby and Halo, and this is number 3. Now I got number 1 and the variants all slabbed, and sad to say I've given up on this one.
Oh,
this is that one where a devil child gets put into a good family's home, and then the nice angel child gets put in a bad family's home, and they want to see what happens, and they become kind of like superheroes, but it's just nothing. I'm dropping it.
It's out of here.
Long and boring. Bye. Okay, so we talked about this one. I read this one before. This is about the band Ghost. Now, Ghost is a band led by Tobias Forge. Tried to be anonymous. You know, they had the mask on, and he was different types of Pope type people, papas, and I think they're on their 7th or 8th different look to him. And then he got exposed by some disgruntled band members who also were forced to wear the mask, and so everybody found out it's Tobias Forge.
Oh, man.
Regardless, the music is kind of good and kind of like heavy horror type music, but then comes off as like Styx like vocals. Somebody even said ABBA like vocals. I don't know. Anyways, he started this comic book, and I talked about Sister Imperator number 1, and it's the keyboardist in the band. They made a comic book around her, completely just off the wall. This is number 2, and this thing just keeps getting better. I'm telling you, Brandon, you should get this one. This one is also on the top charts now. The cover, the art, I mean, it looks like they spent some big money on getting really good quality stuff done on this. The story writing, the art, and Tobias actually writes this. So check this out, Sister Imperator. She's now in a circus, and she takes over the cannonball thing. But there's something going on there. There's some sort of power is going to happen. Something dark and sinister. Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. Check that out, Sister Imperator. Okay, so then I read these. I hope you didn't read them, or maybe you did. ASM 1 and 2, the new ones.
It's on my list.
Okay, so I read ASM 1 and 2. This is the new Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. Let me sum up the first one for you. He runs into Rhino. Rhino has a heart attack. He gives him CPR.
Whoa.
Then it skips ahead to some night guy that emerges from the rocks, like in Sedona, Arizona.
Rock Knight.
End. Okay. Now we go to ASM 2. So you find out that Spider-Man at some point was drugged. And so he's hallucinating. So throughout this entire comic, you see all of his enemies. Green Goblin, Mysterio, Rhino, you name it, they're there. But he's hallucinating. So everything that you see isn't real, which is kind of confusing because it goes in and out. You see some of his middle school years. I don't know why they're trying to establish that, but they are. And then he heads off to Ravencroft, which is, you know, that scary stuff, to see what villain's waiting for him.
To the Rock Knight?
Yeah. So I don't know. Rhino is there, strapped down in a chair.
Oh man, he should be recovering from
like experimenting. Yeah, I don't know, but there's a villain waiting to kill him, and I'm not sure if this is correct, but he says Itsy Bitsy. Is there a villain named Itsy Bitsy?
Oh no, I don't know.
I don't know either, but it's this girl spider looking thing. Looks cool. Looks really cool. I don't know if it's a new first appearance or if it's old. You tell me. But that's the end splash page. So
wow.
I don't know. I don't know if I. Oh, we'll talk about this in a minute. Medieval Spawn number 1. Read it?
I haven't read it. It's on my list.
Yeah. So look at this cover. This cover is Spawn City. It's medieval. It's really medieval. Here's the problem. Inside, it's all very bright and You remember Rainbow Bright and with the Care Bears?
Yeah.
That's the colors.
Wow.
I don't get it. It's
Thought it'd be
not
darker.
It's not darker and not evil, not gritty, nothing. It's just like, Now, the art is good. It's just a weird choice in colors. It's you think medieval is like, dirty and dungeon. Nothing. No, but it's a good story. And I don't know that medieval Spawn is a good guy. Like, really good guy. Not like an anti-hero, but we'll see. I actually enjoyed it. It was really fun. So I'm looking forward to the next one. We'll see what happens. Finally, I read this one.
Oh.
Moonshine Bigfoot, #1 on Image Comics.
How about that?
Now, here's what attracted me. The cover looks cool. He's in a Mach 1 Mustang, probably a 60s or 70 Mach 1, the fastback kind. It looks cool. It is immediately gives you Dukes of Hazzard vibes. So you got a girl in there with him. She's in Daisy Duke shorts.
Oh, wow.
He's a Bigfoot. Looks exactly like Sasquatch on Alpha Flight. Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but he's cool. He's got the hippie hair. He talks like a cool dude and all this stuff. And they're running from, guess what?
Bigfoot hunters.
Sheriffs and Bigfoot hunters.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
The sheriff, like Boss Hogg, same looking guy. And so the whole thing is a high-speed chase. And they're talking like, what are you going to have for dinner? While they're driving. So I don't know. I mean, the art is really cool. They have, the Mustang is to a T. It's not like, like where you see a car and you're like, oh, that could be a Mustang, and they kind of change it not to get in trouble. Then they have a Nova. This guy's chasing him in a Nova. It's perfect. So that was fun to see, really well drawn. It's very, very busy comic. There's panels everywhere. And then this alien hunter in what looks like a Shogun warrior type helmet. I don't know, comes out of the blue and they make a jump over a loop-de-loop bridge. That's it.
There it is.
Silly story. Silly a good word? Silly's a good word.
Definitely.
Silly story. Art's fun.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. I wouldn't spend money on it. Read it, but I wouldn't spend money.
Pick it up at the shop. And read it.
Yeah.
And put it down.
That's it. That's mine. What do you got?
Oh man, well, I've got some things and some stuff. I'd recommend them.
Okay.
First, let's talk about the ones I didn't bring. So
Okay.
my wife reads some of the comics that I read, and I put them in her little backlog when I'm done reading them, like the Absolutes. So I read Absolute Wonder Woman, I think it was 6 or 7, where she's talking to Hades.
Oh.
Yeah, she's talking to Hades, and he's sitting in his throne, and he's feeling like he has full control, and he's wondering why Wonder Woman's being such a smart aleck and all this stuff. And she's telling him the stories about her weapons and how they were made and why she's there. And he ends up bringing down her mom all tied up, and he's like, you're not so smart now, are you?
Well, that's mean.
Yeah, and then it ends. So she's about to go head to head with Hades. I feel like she has a plan, though, something up her sleeve.
I hope so. She didn't wear sleeves.
She didn't in this one either.
Oh, upper bracelets.
I read Martian Manhunter #1, Absolute.
Oh, okay. I didn't, and you know why I didn't?
Why?
The cover is stupid.
You just thought everything was stupid.
Didn't you?
No.
Did you like the cover?
Well, there's variant covers. I had different ones. I don't know which one I had, actually. But
2 is worse.
it was wild, kind of Picasso-y, all this colors and stuff. But once you get inside, you figure out why that is. Like, he's seeing this smoke is what he calls it, and nobody else sees it but him.
Okay.
And he's like, you don't see this? Well, he starts smelling it out of someone. Like, he starts smelling it. And when he does, he gets their thoughts and stuff and their memories. He knows what they've been through, and like he can pretty much telepath mind stuff.
Was that a power he had before?
It is, but he didn't have to smell it. Like,
okay.
Well, we couldn't see it from his point of view, so maybe he did smell it. I don't know. But this one, he's like breathing in this smoke, and he's getting their memories and stuff. And they did a cool thing at the end of the book where they were like, take the page, hold it up against the light, and on the other side is like a mirror version of the page they want you to see. So you really can't read it, but if you
like you physically do this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you hold it to the light, and it'll show you the regular scene with him like laying on the ground, and it's like, oh, what is this? But then you hold it up to the light, and you see the Martian like manhunter coming over him, and it's like, what's next or something. Like, it's a pretty cool.
Does it tell you to do that, or did you?
Yeah. It tells you to do that at the bottom of the screen.
Gotcha.
It's like lifted up like this. That was
kind
pretty
of cool.
Yeah, that was all right. But that's it for those. Now we're on to Ricklemania.
You love this.
Okay, we got to talk about WrestleMania too a little bit later. But
yeah, I'd like to hear about it.
But yeah, Morty wanted to do a wrestling adventure. Rick didn't want to. Now Rick is fully invested in this wrestling adventure, and it turns out it's too much for little Morty, and he is terrified of it, so he don't want to do it no more. But
gotcha.
Rick's like, yeah, we're in it now. Yep. Oh man.
Really?
Oh man.
I bet you were looking forward to this one.
You know I love my collaborations.
Yeah?
Sonic the Hedgehog and the Justice League.
Boom.
Yes, somehow Darkseid has found a way into Sonic's world, his universe, and he starts messing up the people here. And the Justice League show up, and they kind of get compared to each of the Sonic heroes. Sonic and Flash, Shadow and Batman. It's just pretty cool seeing all of this, all these characters
it a one-shot?
meshing. No, it's a little short series here. It's 1 of 5. This is 1 of 5. So
cool.
yeah, I'm super excited.
You liked
to
it?
see what happens. Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes, everything was pretty cool. G.I. Joe number 5. We have some G.I. Joes who are captured by Cobra here, and they end up escaping.
Good.
Yeah, barely though. Like people are dying.
Did he die?
Well, we lost that one guy in issue 2.
Did he have a red shirt on?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't remember what his name was. I think it was like Party Box or something. I don't know. You guys tell me what his name was. He died.
Juice box. He was flavored.
But we still haven't seen Snake Eyes yet. I'm super excited about that.
Okay.
We're focusing more on Destro, Cobra, and what they're building up more than the Joes. But it's fine. I like it so far.
Okay.
Let's go. Good Joe. X-Men, X-Men Manhunt, X-Force number 9 here. This one is along with the X-Manhunt little storyline they got going on where Professor Xavier has escaped from Grey Mulk and he's got a tumor in his brain and he's doing some crazy stuff trying to escape the planet. Well, he still has friends. I forget her name, but she's like this android type woman mutant, and she's helping Xavier out, get what he needs, the tools he needs, get him to the place he needs to be. And she introduces this like Shi'ar ship.
Okay.
And he's been trying to protect this one last Krakoan egg. And in this issue, we finally find out what's inside that egg.
What's inside?
The Shi'ar queen, his love.
I was gonna say, are they gonna bring that back? Wasn't
Yes.
Was it Warbird?
Something like, I think that was her protector.
Or her sister or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she was in the egg because she died in space. But Krakoa was able to bring her back. She was the last egg. And so him and her are trying to get off planet to go save their daughter because she's in trouble. But Cyclops, he ain't having it.
So Xavier's not good now?
He's
Or
not,
they don't know yet?
he's not bad. He done some things that make him look like he's bad, but he needed to do that to give the world an enemy instead of fighting all the mutants.
Gotcha.
So
a little distraction.
yes.
Gotcha.
So they blame him for that, and he was willing to pay the price to stay in prison for it.
Oh.
And Cyclops believes it full-heartedly that he did it, and he influenced them to join the X-Men. He believes that he mind-controlled them to make them fight on the X-Men team. That's what he thinks. So he's like got this hatred for Professor X now, and he wants to bring him in. He wants him back in prison.
Now.
And that is what X-Manhunt Omega is about.
Gotcha.
Rogue and the Uncanny are like, you ain't taking him in. But Cyclops and the X-Men are like, yeah, we're gonna take him in. So they set up this plan to ambush him and the ship. And they do, but a lot of things come into play. Apparently Cyclops has this ability to summon a demon.
What?
Yes, this huge like Godzilla-style kaiju demon. And he summons it to save Sword Lady. Magic. Because she tried to get to the Shi'ar ship, but couldn't get it in time, and she fell. She fell hard.
She did?
No, because the demon caught her. The huge demon. And she was like, well, I don't think you should have summoned this guy. It wasn't necessary. Then all of a sudden, boom, he gets uppercutted, and then there's like a stone cold stunner on this guy from a machine that other girl from the X-Force had made in preparation to fight big kaijus, I guess. It's a crazy story.
Sounds crazy.
It's awesome.
It is.
Okay? Yeah, and Professor X finally teleports up there to the ship and gets a hold of Professor X. But Storm, from like miles away, pulls out this huge like lightning arrow and knocks Cyclops right off the ship. It was a cool scene.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was awesome. And, you know, because Professor X still has friends, and he's just trying to get off the planet. And I think that's a common solution for everybody. He's off the planet. Cyclops won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, leave it alone now.
Yeah, but Cyclops can't do that. He's upset.
Macho Man.
So he does end up getting off the planet. But while they're flying and escaping, the Shi'ar Queen is doing brain surgery on him, trying to remove this tumor.
Okay.
And Cyclops is on the ground freaking out. Like, he's just like, you let him go, bah! And all the optic blasts go everywhere. Like, only person able to stop him is Wolverine, and he gets up on him and does the X-Men 3 thing with Jean, the Phoenix. He's like, sorry, I gotta stop you, bub.
Oh,
Guts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it doesn't, no vital organs, just had to stab him. Just to
stop.
Yeah, just to quit him. Yeah. So that happened, and X-Men.
All in that book?
Yes, it was an awesome read.
And that's what?
The X-Men Manhunt Omega.
Omega. All right.
This was
so that's
awesome
a highly
read.
recommend. Then.
Yes, there was a
All
bunch
right.
of cool stuff in here. A bunch of cool little stuff that led up to it. But then we have X-Men, well, Weapon X-Men number 2.
That got canceled.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, there's no more of these?
That's what I heard.
Huh. Well, we did find out a lot about the story here. Deadpool has kidnapped Wolverine for Baron von Strucker, and we find out why. Because he wants to copy Wolverine's DNA and make these adamantium robots with the Berserker Rage. So he needs to map his brain and make these other robots just like Wolverine.
Jeez.
Yeah. So he tries to double cross Deadpool, and Deadpool's like, yeah, I figured you'd do this. That's why I kind of took the coma stuff off of Wolverine there. And then suddenly he busts out at the end. He's like,
boom.
all right, Deadpool, Wolverine
Escape.
again.
Escape.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. I might be wrong on that, but I thought I read a list of things that they were stopping. That was one of them.
Up next is the Ultimate Wolverine,
Yeah.
number 3. Did you catch that one?
No, I didn't.
Oh man, Gambit's in this one.
Oh, good. Good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. He's got one eye. He's a grizzled veteran of war. Him and Kitty Pryde.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have a love interest in this.
No.
Yeah, she's a badass spy too. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And then
All right.
Wolverine gets a hold of them. Like, these issues are old, so I'm spoiling the mess out of them because I'm way behind. I think number 4 might be already out. But they know Wolverine. They know him as Logan. They like, whoa, is that you, Logan? And she does like this. What was Professor X's sister and Deadpool and Wolverine? Xander?
Oh, yeah. What was it? The bald chick?
Yeah.
Nova?
Yeah, was that it? Cassandra Nova? Something like that? Well, Kitty Pryde does that to Wolverine. She reaches in his head and is like, you know us. And he's like, starts freaking out, falls out the truck, and he starts breathing, and he's opening his eyes for the first time, and he says Logan. And so he's getting his mind back.
Who did we think Ultimate Wolverine was? I thought there was something different about him, that we thought he was Winter Soldier originally.
Well, he was a part of the Winter Soldier program.
So, yeah, I don't know.
But he's still Logan.
All right, well, that's good. Good one?
Yeah, most definitely. Still good, still great. This is the one I think you were talking about last week, Wolverine number 4 with the Winter Soldier and her. It was okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not what it should be. It could be a lot better.
They went to I could see, they've said that for a long time that the whole mutant Professor X and, Stan Lee had created that because, the racial inequality from, the 60s or something where he grew up. The mutants were kind of being treated the same way. And you can see that in this one because they go to this bum gas station in the middle of nowhere, and they're all talking, you better not be a mutie, I kill a mutie, and all this stuff. And fight breaks out. They don't kill anybody. They should have, but they didn't. Yeah, so it was okay, I guess. Didn't go anywhere.
No, it's not. That's what I said. It's just not doing anything.
It's like the scenes you don't see in the movie when a character has to use the restroom or something, or he has to call his mom or something. You don't see those scenes. You just see Jason Statham beating the crap out of people. Right. And this is a scene we didn't need.
Exactly. Ooh, I love that cover. I don't have that.
It is a nice cover. That's Justice League Unlimited number 5.
Who does the cover on that one?
That was me, actually.
You know exactly who did that.
That's
Mark
right.
Spears.
Oh. Mark Spears has a similar art style to Ross.
Yeah.
Alex Ross.
Yeah. So real quick, Mark Spears, I saw on his post this morning, He had a 3-hour wait at the convention in Huntsville for his signature. The longest line he's ever had.
Oh, wow.
You gotta love it for him. You gotta love it for him. Awesome. Here's a guy that last year when I met him and I interviewed him, he was doing a real nice thing. He was at Nirvana Comics. He was signing anything for free. That doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. But he did it. And he's built it up now where he can go to conventions and thank God make money off these signatures now, because God knows the stuff's selling like crazy. I did my first eBay post.
Oh, wow.
For the first time ever in my life have I put on, and it's a Mark Spears book that's signed. So good for him. But that's his artwork.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Perfect. How was the book?
Oh yeah, pretty good. As you know, or may not know, the Absolute Powers events, this is what follows that, where all the metahumans lost their powers.
Yeah.
And they went to other people. Like people that random people just got powers.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to figure out where John Jones, the Martian Manhunter's powers are, his telepathic powers. And the Atom and some other Atom were able to trace down his powers to where they were. And where they were was where the Flash, it's not Wally West. What's the other little Flash's name? He come from the future. Man. Green Lantern, Star Sapphire, and a couple others were guarding like the world's most powerful leaders. Yeah. All of a sudden, they're teleported somewhere where these monsters are trying to kill him. Well,
jeez,
that's where they were. That's where his powers were.
Oh.
Because reveal, Gorilla Grodd had him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he was already a telepath. And with John Jones' power, it's going to be crazy.
And what's the name of this?
This is Justice League Unlimited.
Okay.
It's
the all-in series.
Yep, and they do reveal the traitor here, Airwave. We always knew he was a traitor, but now the Justice League
That's
knows.
The one that the Question was trying to find? Is that it?
Yeah. So now we know. It was kind of a weird reveal, though. I wish Batman would have hinted at it, or the Question would have hinted at it, or something like nobody knew, and then he...
Who the hell is Airwave?
Yeah, he controls... Yeah, that was something. That wasn't really cool, but everything else was pretty cool, so check it out.
That's a cover right there.
G.I. Joe.
Wow.
315, Real American Hero. This is the old one, the continuation from the old one. And in this one, I told you last time, you may not remember, but Cobra Commander and Destro went at it. Destro is pissed because Cobra Commander ordered the strike on the Baroness. She was hit, and now she needs like emergency surgery or she's going to die. And that's what this episode is about, because as you can see here, this is Cobra Commander in his armor. He's chained up.
That's awesome.
He's waiting for Destro to decide what kind of revenge he's going to get. And Destro tells him it depends on how this surgery goes. And surgery went well. So now he's like, the surgery did go good. So we can talk about how Cobra and Destro Industries can work together or something. So I was like, oh, what? He almost killed your lady and you're going to work with him?
Yeah, what is that?
Man? I don't know what that is.
Something else.
It's something else.
Something sinister.
Something for real. My last one is the Batman, The Long Halloween.
Yeah.
The Last Halloween.
A long time reading this.
That's right. They're slowly putting it out. Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I have been getting all these mugshot little covers.
They variants.
Yes, they are variants, and I love them.
It looks good.
One for Penguin, Catwoman, all of them, Scarecrow. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So this one's Mr. Freeze, and he is in this one. I love the detective work in this, man. Like, Batman's trying to find this holiday killer, and all these villains are saying the same thing. They keep telling him, you're on the wrong side, you're on the wrong side. And he's trying to figure it out. And it shows his detective process with Robin asking questions. That's not the right question to ask. This is what motivates
Now, what Robin is in this?
That's Dick Grayson, man, the best Robin. Big Dick Grayson. You know him.
I do know him.
That's the best Robin. But yeah, man, this has been awesome. If you haven't seen it, pick it up. Pick up 2 of them just in case you...
How many more does it have to go?
Well, we're 6 of 10, so 4 more.
Wow. Okay.
4 more, then we're done.
Good.
You can get the trade back. So
there you go.
Boom. That's it for me.
3 by 3. That's cool. Let's go over to Cowboy Caleb for the top 10 of this week ending last week.
Folks, it's time for Cowboy Caleb's weekly top 10 countdown. What's your name again? Howdy folks, Cowboy Caleb here with your top 10 comics weekend in April 21st, 2025. At number 1 is Wolverine number 8. This is Daniel Warren Johnson. It's a variant cover. 7 Days Growth Trend is 397% up, with a high sale of $130 for a CGC 9.8. Raw copies are selling for about $48. At number 2, Summer of Superman Special number 1. This is the Alexander Lozano cover. Growth Trend is 318% up. High sale of $107 for a CGC 9.8. Raws are selling for $25. Number 3, Sister Imperator. Now this is the ghost stuff. Number 2, Rafael Sarmiento. This is a regular cover. Growth is about 85%. High sale of $50 for a raw. And this again is something to watch for. I like this comic. Number 4, Exquisite Corpses. This is the Ashcan edition. Michael Walsh cover, 7-day growth trend of 85%. High sale of $50. Near mint copies, about $44. Number 5, all new Venom number 5, John Tyler Christopher. The 2025 C2E2, Mary Jane, negative space. 7-day growth trend is 40% with a high sale of $189 for a near mint raw copy. Currently trending about $96. Number 6, Earth X. Number 12, now this is of course is because of the Silver Surfer coming out in the new Fantastic Four movie. 7-day growth trend is 84%. High sale of $219 at a 9.8. Raws are selling for about $48. At number 7, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace number 3. 7-day growth trend of 143%. High sale of $125 for a 9.8 CGC. And raws are selling for about $21. At number 8, Star Wars Legacy number 2. 7-day growth trend of 128%. High sale of $125 for a 9.8 CGC. Raws are selling for about $27. And number 9, Action Comics number 1, the Dan Morris Superman Day 2025 Golden Age size facsimile edition. This homage cover has a 7-day growth trend of 29%, high sale of $30. Currently, it's selling for about $22. Finally, at number 10, Hellverine number 5, Alessandro Copiccio, Hell Hulk 7-day growth, 29% with a high sale of $30 for near mint. I think you can still find it for about $22. That's it, folks, for the weekend in April 21st, 2025. See y'all later now. Bye.
Okay. Thank you, Cowboy Caleb.
Yeehaw.
All right, we got some talking to do.
Uh-oh.
And I want your opinion on something.
Ooh.
I think the books that have come out this year, I'm leaning more towards favoring the DC titles.
Oh, wow.
And I never would have thought that. And I'll give you my reason. I think the Marvel titles are just going all over the place. And you know, I've bitched about multiverse here and this, not just that. There's just so many things going on with, like, how do you really keep up? Now, some could say, well, with the absolute titles, they're doing the same thing. But I think I just think the writing is really refreshing. That the character development, the new costume looks, DC is really stepping their game up. Where Marvel seems to be falling back on the same old stuff every time. And like the confusion with the X-Man hunt, the X-Force, Uncanny, Exceptional, X-Men, what else is there? X-Factor, which have all been titles that have been here before. That's not the problem. But it's confusing, and I don't see anything new. I don't see anything excitingly new. What are your thoughts on this?
I would say that those two series are going head to head, the Absolutes and the X-Men, because there's nothing really else standing out for Marvel. At least I love the X-Men series that we're watching, but I like it, man. I haven't read comics for long. I only started when I opened up the shop, so I don't know a lot about the older stories. So this is all really new to me. But Magneto not having his powers and Beast trying to find a cure. There's just all these little side stories with Rogue running her own team. I think it's pretty cool. And then the whole gray Moken thing, they've taken over the old X thing. I think that's really cool, but I can see, you know, if you've been reading comics for a while and it's the same old stuff, then I can see how that'd get old. And Absolute is like a brand new thing.
Yeah.
Out of the woods.
Like Ultimate Universe.
Oh, yeah, the Ultimate Universe has been doing pretty good.
So, you know, Ultimate Spider-Man had my interest at first. But that's a very good perspective. The generations, if you've been at comics like I have since the early 70s and have seen it all before, or, you know, you had one Hulk book, you had one Spider-Man book, you had some team-ups occasionally, things like that. But it was really easy to follow. Here, there's so much going on, and the introduction of you know, these new characters, some are fantastic. Hallows Eve, man, love that whole monster mask concept because I like the monster type stuff too. But you know, I just think DC, I don't say they're beating Marvel and everything. I think they've stepped it up when they really needed to, because they were not outselling Marvel by any means.
Man.
I don't think they still are. But I think there's a huge interest in these, and everyone's looking forward to the next Zack Snyder thing.
I am not.
You're not?
No.
Yeah. Well,
give us the Snyder cut. No, how about we just cut him?
Well,
right out.
He adds a lot of stuff. There is, the guy Drax, right? Batista.
Yeah.
In an interview, he said recently, "I'm not doing anything for Marvel again.
Oh, was it?
But if Zack Snyder called me, I'd do something for DC."
No. What about the guy who's running DC now, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn? What about James Gunn?
That's what strike everything. Every part that I said Zack Snyder, change it to James Gunn.
It's like me with Brad Pitt.
Yeah. See, it's called, you know, there's the butterfly effect. Now this is the memento effect.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, damn it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's reverse all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to that.
James Gunn's awesome.
James Gunn. So everyone's looking forward to the James Gunn stuff.
Yes,
there were some photos leaked of even Lobo. Which I also heard were faked.
I hope so.
So I don't know. I mean, that's the other thing. AI, God knows, it could be anything.
That's true.
I don't know. I just think DC has done a very nice job of stepping up its game in art, in the stories, you know, holding people's interests a little bit more. The animation, of course, with James Gunn's Creature Commandos, you know, that's really good. So, yeah.
I mean, there's still a lot of anticipation for this Superman to come out, because that's his first full live action movie.
The Zack Snyder Superman.
So, yeah. I mean, it looks good. There's a lot of excitement around DC right now, so I'm ready for it.
Yeah, Supergirl, which has the Lobo in it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I just I'm happy DC is back in the mix, and of course, you know, the independent comics are always some great stuff to read.
When are we
they
get
get picked up.
Movie?
I don't know. That's a great question. I almost watched the original again, and do you remember the HBO animated series?
Yes, I watched that.
So there is some still good Bond stuff out there. I highly recommend that stuff.
Me too.
Let's get into Daria trivia, shall we? So I don't think we've done Captain America, and I wore a Captain America shirt, unknowing that I had already written Daria trivia for Captain America. So here we go.
Let's do it.
10 fun and varied trivia questions about Captain America. What is Captain America's real name?
Stephen A. Rogers.
Oh, I didn't know.
I think I made that up.
Okay, that's right. Yes. Number 2, what was the name of the government project that gave Steve Rogers his powers? Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
And I have a Captain America tattoo.
Super Soldier Serum Project.
No, Project Rebirth.
Did not know that.
I didn't know that. Is that right? What is Captain America's iconic weapon?
That would be a 1911. It's a shield. It's the shield.
Springfield. Okay. Who was Captain America? That is correct. Who was Captain America's teenage love interest? Oh, no, sorry. Sidekick during World War II.
Oh, wow. That had to be Bucky Barnes.
That's correct. Number 5, in which comic book did Captain America first appear?
Captain America #1.
That's correct, 1941. What does the S on Captain America's belt originally stand for?
See, it's not an S. It stands for hope.
No. No, it's Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Early design choice, later dropped. I didn't even know there was an S on
I
his
thought
belt.
Superman would do. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. DC sued them. Number 7, which villain was responsible for the death of Captain America in the 2007 comic storyline?
Red Skull.
No, I remember this.
Was it some guy?
Crossbones.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
With brainwashed Sharon Carter. And not the one that where he was shot on the steps of like a courthouse or something.
Oh, yeah, Capitol Hill.
What organization did Steve Rogers lead besides the Avengers?
On Capitol Hill. The Super.
Oh, that's Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, that's where he got shot at.
Yeah. Would you like me to repeat the question?
No, what team did he lead besides the Avengers?
Yeah.
The Young Avengers.
Wrong. Shield.
Ah,
At times.
yeah.
What serum gave Captain America his super soldier abilities?
The Super Soldier Serum.
That's right. Say that fast. And finally, question number 10.
Here we go.
Which famous Marvel event saw Captain America and Iron Man on opposing sides?
The Civil War.
That is correct. And that is Dare You Trivia.
Did pretty good.
Okay. Here we go. I want to talk Toy Talk.
Uh-oh. I see you brought
So,
some.
yeah. So I do reviews for Mattel. So they send me items for free.
Wow.
Just to disclose that. And I clicked on the Minecraft action figure, and it looked like it was a set with the Jack Black figure, the little, is it Steve?
Yeah, that's Steve.
And then the actual blockhead thing and some other things. That's what the original packaging showed. And this is what they sent me. Now, this is at first I thought it was me.
There you go.
It's a Jack Black.
Get you a little Steve.
Jack Black. I'll show it on the camera. And see, it's supposed to have all that. But
Just that.
it's got a sword, a purse.
And some hot chicken.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's that little cute
So,
chicken.
so
He made a
tell
good
me
song.
what this whole chicken jockey thing is about. Do you know?
No, I don't know.
I don't either. But apparently
I know people
theaters
go
are
crazy.
saying if you jump up or scream or throw
Oh,
popcorn,
dude,
you're
they go
kicked out.
crazy for some reason.
I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is? I don't know. So the toy looks good. This is a really good likeness of Jack Black as Steve, apparently. I don't know anything about Minecraft except for my son, Bo, used to play with his little friend Mikey all the time.
I don't know either, but I did enjoy the movie.
Yeah. So that's cool. Target Haul-a-thon's been going on every Friday. New toys, collector toys drop from NECA, which is boo. I don't like NECA. But the Pee Wee Herman doll's about to drop, and it looks pretty good. Yeah, love Pee Wee. And his documentary comes out next month, a 2-part documentary, and I absolutely love Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens, and anything about him. It's wonderful, and it's the trailers look fantastic for it. Absolutely fantastic. So we'll see. Any toy thoughts on it? Any Funko things? I saw the Collectors is back on Facebook.
We are back in the social media game.
And that is awesome. I know lots of people absolutely love you and what you have established here in Lebanon. And so it's good to see you back. And you started with your Funko quiz.
Yeah. People have loved that, man. You just take a real close-up picture of one of these pops, and a lot of pop heads look alike. So it may be kind of hard to tell sometimes, but they get it right off the bat, man.
Yeah, I wonder who got this one.
Yeah,
right
I
off the
have
bat.
a Facebook one and I have an Instagram one. So yeah, it was almost instant. Somebody was like, "Is that Phyllis?" And somebody was like, "Is that married to Vance
My bad.
Refrigeration?"
I didn't want to ruin it for everybody.
So yeah, it has been awesome. I'm gonna have to get some more obscure pops and take pictures of those, because I thought that one would be pretty hard. I mean, could have been Nanny McPhee or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they piss pretty quick, and then the guys enjoy it. Everybody enjoys it.
Yeah, so watch for on Instagram and Facebook, the Collector's Toys,
The
right?
Collector's Toys. That's
And check those out, and then you can follow along as Brandon quizzes you on Funko and other cool stuff.
Speaking of Funko,
Yep.
they have the whole group, the whole crew from King of the Hill coming out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got
I love
Hank.
that show.
We got Bill, Dale, and Boomhauer. Little Funko Pops coming out.
What about Bobby?
Well,
They got to get Bobby and they got to get the mom.
I'm sure they will, but
And
right
then
now they got the
Who
four.
was the blonde?
Luann. Luann.
I actually bought every season on DVD, physical DVDs.
That's a
I
good
loved
show.
that show.
Yeah,
It was really, really well done. Where did he start?
He started in the alley drinking beer.
Nope, he started on Beavis and Butthead. They used to pick him.
Oh, you're talking about Hank.
Yeah, Hank.
Yeah, another voice was in there. The guy who played the voice.
Yeah, he started in that. That was cool. Let's talk about things to watch since we're kind of talking about King of the Hill.
Okay, watch King of the Hill.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
I definitely. So you talked about Last of Us. I don't know if we talked on camera, or if we were just talking about it. I watched episode 2 this morning.
Ooh, how'd you feel?
I thought it was an amazing event in television history.
Wow.
The scene of that attack was unbelievable. So after it, they have a mini documentary on how it was made after every episode. So if you don't know that, after the credits, stick around on Max and you'll see it. But a couple things with Last of Us. First episode, didn't like it all. Did not like it at all. I don't like the actress that plays Ellie at all. That's just my thing. But whatever. So I did love the first season. And I found nothing fun about episode 1. I found it dumb. This episode blew my socks off. Absolutely. The attack scenes, the intensity of it, the what happens. I mean, it's been out for a week and a half, 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So everybody knows what happens. It's the end of the main character.
If you played the video game, you knew what happened. You knew what was coming.
Yeah. And so it's going to be interesting how they continue it with the Caitlyn thing. What's her name in the? Caitlyn's the actress, isn't it?
I don't know.
That plays the new girl, the anti-hero.
Is that what she is?
Yeah, that's what they said in the documentary afterwards.
Oh, wow.
So anyways, great episode. Did you like it?
I did like it. And I felt like the video game people who played it and knew what was coming, it's cool.
Yeah, no
the
surprise.
people who just watched the first season, that's the first time they're introduced to it, then they see this episode, they've got to be enraged. Because when it happened in the game, the voice actors got like death threats. because
did they really?
She killed Joel, yes. She was that much of a villain. Like, people are crazy.
Yeah. So I played the game, but I don't remember much about it. Surprise.
I only played number 1.
Yeah, I did too. And so I did not know, or did I check out any of the spoilers for this episode. So I wanted to go into it clean. Got up early this morning, watched it, knowing we would be chatting this morning, and I loved it. I'm glad to come back to Last of Us with a good attitude instead of a crabby old man attitude. So we'll see.
That's good.
Movies. You had to go to movies this week.
Oh, I did, yeah. I seen Until Dawn.
What's that?
It's based off a video game, PlayStation video game. So in the original story for the video game, a group of friends come back to this like winter resort, like cabin that they go to a year later, where one of them had lost her sister. She had died.
In the cabin?
Yeah, it was some kind of event where she got emotional. Her boyfriend was cheating or something. She ran out of the cabin all distressed and ended up falling into like a cave or something.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But as you play the game, what your goal is try to get the whole group to survive until dawn. So that's the whole, goal of the game.
Yeah.
It's optional. You can lose almost every character and still win. As long as you have one character left, you can say you won.
Did you ever win?
I did.
Oh, good.
First try, I got everybody there alive, and it was not easy. So don't think about that. Like it was hard. There's one trick that almost got me.
PlayStation 1?
No. This is PlayStation 5 or 4.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
But there's one trick that almost got me because what you end up discovering is that there's these wendigos out there. These creatures that are like
Yeti.
Yeah, well, no, not in that sense.
Like the Wendigo that is in the Marvel comics?
Yeah, not like that one. I mean, same premise of how he turned, you're a cannibal and the curse gets you, but these are more like zombie Wendigos.
Oh.
And they're kind of long-limbed and small-headed, but they can mimic people. And so I'm going through this cave and you hear someone say, help, help. And I'm by myself. Had I had another character there, I'd have been like, let's go check it out.
Right.
But I was by myself, so I was like, screw that. Yeah, they're gonna die. Turns out it was a Wendigo down there. I made a smart decision. I survived. But anyway, the movie is like that. So these group of kids, they go to this place where one sister went missing. They find this house and somebody kills them.
Is this at the theater?
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody kills them. But this sand dial rotates and starts over. And so it starts over when they first get to the house again. And they're like, what just happened? We died. And then they figure out that they have to survive till dawn to beat this little cursed area or something to finally get out of it.
Who did the sand dial?
The house is like an automatic wall clock in the house. And every time that they all die, it just resets. And they got to survive till dawn.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting because each time they die, the next night gets harder. There's more different killers. First there's a psycho clown, then there's like this witch, and then there's the zombie, then there's the Wendigos. It's something different.
So is it like a video game? They're inside a video game?
In the sense that they all die and you can restart, I guess. But it was pretty interesting, man. They had good jump scares. I thought the story was pretty good. I thought it was going to be terrible when I went in, but I thought it was pretty good.
All right. Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Did you watch Sinners?
No, not yet.
Oh my!
So it's at the drive-in. We were almost going to do it at the drive-in last night, but with the rain. Listen. The reviews are incredible on this thing, so
awesome.
I'm definitely going to go see it. Probably see it this week, actually. I don't think I've seen. I keep going on Righteous Gemstones.
Baby
Love
Billy.
Baby Billy, and I don't think I've watched anything else. Nothing. Nothing at all.
If you like nature documentaries, I do. I started off with Planet Earth. It's a very good.
Those are great.
Yes.
Yeah, those are great.
Well, they come out with part 3. Just recently.
What planet are they on?
They're on Earth still. They're on Earth still. I haven't watched it yet, so I want to catch up. So I'll start at Planet Earth 1, then 2, and then I'm gonna get into 3.
That's
I'm
cool.
excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So H2D is on its way.
H2. Oh, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The tariffs go up a little bit.
Tariffs. So here's an interesting thing. I got up at 9 a.m., set my alarm, kept hitting refresh because it sells out within 2 minutes. And we're talking about the Bambu LABS H2D flagship printer. And I said, well, if I don't get it, I don't get it. Well,
I got it.
Got it. So I did. And when it went into my cart, it was actually less.
Oh.
And I thought, oh my God, they rolled back the prices of the tariffs or whatever. So 2 days go by and I get an email. Oh, oops, we made a mistake.
Oh, man.
Got to charge you a little extra. Here's the cool thing. They did make a mistake because I bought it at the price that was advertised. And then when I went to the cart, it charged me much less. And so Bambu LABS said, listen, we're sorry if we made the mistake. You can cancel it. We'll give you a free $20 coupon. Or you can continue with it, make up the difference, and we'll give you a $100 coupon.
Okay.
So I thought that was kind of cool because,
yes, they did something.
Listen, a lot of people make those mistakes. And Target, they make a mistake on something, they just cancel your order, you're screwed. Yeah. Same with Walmart, you're screwed, especially on pre-order stuff. So we'll see what happens when that comes. Listen, we're at 300 and some subscribers, which is awesome. Like and subscribe, that helps us out. Yeah. Don't forget to info@actionnerd.com. Had to run up the damn stairs again. Gee, and believe me, it wasn't running. Yeah, had to walk up the stairs.
We Were Real's Memento is out. Look forward to Adam's Family.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That's right.
That is awesome.
Dropped it.
Pretty good. Gaming. I wanted to talk gaming real quick.
What you got?
Runescape. You ever hear of that?
I've heard of the comic Runescape.
So Runescape is an old RPG game. Okay, one of the originals, and it just came back out called RuneScape Dragonwilds. And it is absolutely fantastic fun.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if you want to play, do you have a good PC or no?
No.
Never mind. RuneScape is so much fun. You don't need a super high-end one, but you're doing a little crafting, which I'm not good at. You're building the house and the base.
Chop the tree, get the wood, build the cabin.
But there is some fun attack elements, like getting raided by goblins and going into their castle and fighting them. It's not the high-end graphics that New World is, or the new Oblivion just got remastered, re-released. It's not that. It's low-end. It's a blast. It's a blast. So, been playing a lot of that. I can't think of anything else that we had to chat about.
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of time to play games, so.
You're working. Plumbing's going good.
Plumbing's going good.
That's awesome.
I got Employee of the Month.
No! That's awesome!
I'll send you a picture of that. We'll show that picture there. But I got Employee of the Month. I've been there for 2 months.
That's fantastic,
I'm the man.
That's so cool.
I'm killing it over there.
You are killing it. That is fantastic.
So, yeah, there's that.
Wow. All right. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with us. I hope I didn't miss anything. Let me just check my list.
One more time.
It's blank. We're good. So don't forget.
Keep on collecting.
Bye now. Thank you.
Yeah.